no separation, need no conversation, nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going 0 to 100, nah, nah. Riding, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking, it's taking you too long. Right before I decide to go. And like you hurt me, only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the stars. And like you hurt me, only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the stars. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded. Hold me, load me, hold me. You hurt me, only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the stars. And like you hurt me, only serve it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the stars. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life, I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded.
I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need ya. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
ready for this problem. Mama always taught me, you don't start those, you solve them. Finish them, they wobbly. Okay, chill.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. We are getting deep in the season. Let's see the standings out east. You take a look at New York, now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward.
Well, right now, for New York, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at small forward. And for Utah, they've got John Konchar, Bailey out there with George. Then it's Williams, and it's Filipowski in at the 5 down low. You look at this on paper, and it feels like one-way traffic, Doris. Could this be a trap game?
It sort of has that feeling, B.A. A big underdog going against the big-time favorite. But here's why we play the game. Any given night in this league, anything can happen.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's Brunson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
For three, George. Offensive rebound. The three ball. Konchar, good.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it's Brunson missing. Utah's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Williams passes to George. First quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Bailey for 3. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Jacks up a 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, you love the ability to stop on a dime, get into your shooting motion quickly. Mikal doing work right there.
Pass to Bailey. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And that one, good. Here's Brunson. Last game, he had 28 points. Towns, that's good.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Inside, here's Filipowski, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. B.A., back to you. Thank
you for that, Allie. Anthony Towns fires hitting the triples.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
The shot by Filipowski, no good.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. 6-point game, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, B.A., and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Taking a moment here, a look at the best rebounders among rookies over the last month. Kyle Filipowski, fourth.
Hey, the way he's been aggressively attacking the boards, you have to think he's earned the respect of his teammates.
Here's Williams, averaging around 6 a game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. George against Brunson. Williams from long range. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Here's Brunson. He has 7. Bridges outside. And yep, it's good. Bridges has got 5.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Now George, 15 in his last outing. Now here's Filipowski to the middle. Here's Bailey, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Sinks the tray.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
George with it. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. And stolen by Brunson. Towns into the lane. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, you can see the work Karl Anthony Towns put in on that handle. That was special.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Bailey. Now Conchar. To the paint. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
New York leading by 7. Brunson on the drive. Yep, that one goes. 9 points in the game.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
For Utah, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. George for 3. Misses another, just 1 of 4 from the floor. George is gone, just 1 for 4 so far. For 3, Bridges. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Brunson against George. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Give him 8. That 3's off the mark. And here's Anunoby with the drive. And that one is hammered home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Anunoby against Williams. Anunoby on the take. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 16. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's Brunson. He's got 9. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Filipowski. The shot by Towns, no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Graham. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Jazz trail by 16. Here's Bailey. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8. Right side, Brunson. And the layup is good off the glass. And that's now 11 points for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. Now George. Williams on the wing. Oh, from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they crossed that line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponents too many extra looks.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. New York leading by 18. Here's Brunson. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Brunson's got 13 now.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
The three. George, that one's good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
George has gone 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. Wing shot on the way. Williams grabs the board. And here are the Jazz. And here's Bailey for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
This is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a 3 they can drop on you.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Hart. Here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. On the take. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Jazz trail by 16. Here's Collier. It's hauled in by Robinson.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Clarkson outside. Over George. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Here's Collier. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Pass to George. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. George has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. New York leading by 16. Now here's Clarkson. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 6th assist of the night. George with it. Give him 8. Takes the 3. That one is off. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
And for the Jazz, their shooting has been impressive. 54% so far in the first. Shots good by Hinson.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Brunson. 15 points in the game. And there's the drive. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Here's Collier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Smooth sailing for New York. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Brian?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Brunson. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Brunson's got 21 points in the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And it's Utah with the ball. George outside. Here's Hinson. Pass to Bailey. And here's George. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. Again, Utah good for 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 21.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Pass to Hinson. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by New York. Now Robinson. Still without a bucket. Shoots over Filipowski. It's rebounded by George.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Now here's Filipowski. Robinson defending. Now here's Filipowski. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Utah moving the ball around. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving, good things happen.
Here's Brunson. No good, a bit long that time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Knicks out in front, up by 16. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. just tremendous so far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Shamet. And at the 3, the small forward. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
First one falls.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
And so Clarkson nails both of them. Jazz trail by 18. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. From the high post. And it's New York with a rebound.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Robinson. And it's good from the elbow. And the Knicks lead by 20.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Here's Mikhailuk. Drops in the 3. Mikhailuk's got his first 3 points of the game.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
New York has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. And how about we check the numbers for Mikal Bridges?
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Jazz trail by 19. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's off from three-point range. Alvarado outside. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the 3. The shot won't fall.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Towns into the lane, and it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Here's Collier. Here's Henson. Off target from outside. Driving to the basket.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Mikhailuk. Can they get it? And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Knicks, Anthony Towns. At the line for one.
As we enter the final stretch of the regular season, Doris, we've got a clear picture of the league hierarchy.
Yeah, we've got a legitimate sample size here. You know the identity of each team. So unless someone makes a late surge or maybe an injury pops up, the surprises of the season are behind us.
And the Jazz call time here.
And make some noise for your Jazz Dancers!
And now a look at the leaderboard to see who has been racking up the most steals in the second half of the season. You take a look at Conchar. Better be careful around him when you have the ball. The league leader in steals.
You try to avoid a defender like him. Since the break, he's been picking everyone's pockets.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Collier to halt the run. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
BA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
You can see Mitchell Robinson putting in the time to work on that jump shot ability.
Utah has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. George outside. To the inside. Love. Robinson with the block. From 15 feet away. Love grabs the miss.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
On up the court. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
New York calls timeout.
Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10.
the Knicks. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. New York with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run. From the line. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Brunson's got 23 points.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Here's Collier. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 7 assists in the game. The Knicks have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Brunson, and it's New York scoring again.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson doesn't force shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
Now here's George. Give him 8. Pass to Collier. Banked it in off the glass. Collier's got 8 points.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Outside Brunson. Oh, got that one up quick.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Outside, Williams. Now Conchar. Here's Collier. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Conchar pulls it in.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And New York has possession. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Utah's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. He takes it in. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Smooth sailing for New York. Right side, Brunson. Shoots over Collier. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 8 here in this quarter.
They're definitely opting for the mid-range jumpers, and it's working.
Here's Collier. And the ball out of play. The Knicks will have it.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Love.
Kyle Filipowski.
Well, the Knicks shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Here's Brunson, and it's New York scoring again.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. The kick out to Williams. He tries the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. Lets it fly. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
The 3, George. Unable to get that one. George has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Bridges. Hands it from the wing. Bridges has got 12 points in the game.
Oh, Bridges looks good on that jumper right there, looking pure.
George outside. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, first quarter he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Shoots over Collier. No good. In and out off the rim. The Jazz shooting a decent 41% in the second quarter. Conchar, right side. Pass to Filipowski. Conchar outside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Brunson, following the bucket by Utah. Shoots over Collier. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Collier. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Brunson. 33 points for him. Soft touch off the glass. Brunson's got 35.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Outside, Williams. Here's Conchar. Three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
Here's Robinson. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Here's Collier. He's got 14. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. Rebound, Utah. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Guys, back to you.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Brunson taking his time here. Over Williams. Robinson. Pass to Brunson. George outside. Down low. Here's Collier. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Collier's got 16 points now.
Oh, he is red hot right now. Defense has got to lock in.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Brunson. Out to Bridges. Over George. Here's Robinson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They've been so effective on the interior this quarter. That's how you generate consistent offense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Utah making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in. Oh, free throw no good for Robinson.
The one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
And for the Knicks, their shooting has been incredible, 72%. Here's Brunson, drops it in from 14 feet away. Brunson's got 37.
Consistency as a jump shooter. Jalen Brunson with that quick, compact release.
George against Brunson. George, no good.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Hart with it, now guarded by Conchar. And it's New York scoring again.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Bailey's shot is off. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Robinson, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
This is about the extent of Mitchell Robinson's game, but boy, he's putting in work in the mid-range.
To the inside, here's Filipowski, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Here's Brunson, 37 points for him. Shoots over George, will not go, misses off the front iron. Utah's shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. And here's Bailey for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Shoots over George. Robinson can't hit.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
The kick out to Williams. Oh, trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson with it. He's got 11. Over George. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous hustle by Mitchell Robinson, working hard to find that shot opportunity.
Stolen by Anunoby. And now the Knicks on the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And for Utah, they're shooting about 48% so far in the second.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
McCourty's checked in for New York.
Ariel Porty.
I'm with you.
23 seconds left in the half. Here's Hart. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Hart's got his second basket on the night.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And it's good. 2 points.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Knicks out in front, running away with this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan backcourt shot. Drums, please. And that's where he left the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the New York Knicks.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Taking a look at New York, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's Brunson. We've got Keyonte George. John Conchar is out there with Williams. Then it's Filipowski, and it's Bailey in at the 2. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Jalen Brunson. One shot.
One shot.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
And here's George. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Shoots over George. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Filipowski. Here's George. And it's Utah scoring again.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Hart from long range. Drains the triple. Hart's got 7 points.
Good job finding the clean look behind the arc.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Filipowski. Out to the wing. And here's Bailey for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Williams. Anunoby can't get it to go. For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now here's Conchar. And he drops it in from the low post. 9 points in the game.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Here's Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Conchar outside. And here's Bailey for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shoots. And it's New York scoring again.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
Here's George. They get it again. Pass to Filipowski. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Brunson against George. Misses off the left iron. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Bailey from behind the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Bailey's got 20 points.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
For New York, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Fourth, the Jazz.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Here's George. He's got 13. Over Brunson. George's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
The baseline J. And it's Brunson missing. Utah has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Williams. Uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Brunson against George. Brunson misses. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Williams passes to George. They set a pick. Pass to Conchar. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Hart. There's the drive. And Hart throws it down.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Now George. Inside. Here's Filipowski. And it's New York with a rebound. Now here's Hart. 9 points in the game. Over George. Outside Hart. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. And for the Jazz, they're shooting an efficient 55% in the third quarter. Williams passes to George. It's good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. 2 points. That one goes.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Filipowski, covered by Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conchar. Offline with a 3. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Fires from 14.
Well, I think effort might be the calling card of Mikal Bridges. This guy is willing to hit the offensive glass. All about how much do you want it.
Pass to Bailey. Williams on the wing. Anunoby covering. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, B.A., so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, B.A.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
And Utah has possession. Fires for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Knicks ball.
With the playoffs around the corner, let's see how the West is shaping up. You take a look at Utah, their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Shoots over George. Brunson misses. Utah has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Conchar. Launches a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And the Knicks shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. George with it, and it's Brunson picking him up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
A new lineup here for New York. George hits them both. And New York shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Here's Alvarado. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Here's Filipowski. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one. Now here's Alvarado. George defending. Lets it go from the wing. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. It's George on the wing. Alvarado defending. The kick out to Williams. Goes back up. The rebound by Diawara. Williams has gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. Here's Diawara. Shoots over Filipowski. Diawara can't hit.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. All right, a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Josh Hart.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game. And a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And a switch here also for New York. Sohan's checked in. Here's Bailey. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside, Williams. Here's Collier. He's got 16. 6 on the shot clock. Conchar, the pass to Bailey. For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 15 here tonight. New York calls timeout.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Love's checked in for Filipowski. All right, let's take a moment now to look at the rookie leaderboard. The best playmakers over the last 10 games. In the third spot, Isaiah Collier.
You love to see a rookie come in and play this unselfishly, putting the team ahead of himself and making a good first impression.
Here's Robinson. New York again can't hit.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Here's Collier. 16 points for him. And here's Bailey for three. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Tips it up. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Shoots over Bailey. And it's Clarkson missing. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Alvarado. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Shoots over Collier. And it's Alvarado missing.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Collier. Now Williams. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Diawara.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Shoots over Collier. Diawara can't hit.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Here's Bailey. The baseline J is off the mark.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Here's Collier. He's got 16. Robinson with a double. Outside Love. To the right side. From deep. He buries it from three. Love's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Here's Diawara. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside, Williams. Hey, from beyond the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. It's Shamet on the wing, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. And the Jazz with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Clarkson on the double team. Utah moving the ball around. Shot's good by Collier.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
One minute left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Love. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Robinson. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Williams passes to Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Utah grabs the miss. Konchar's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the wing, right side. Here's Bailey. 20 points for him. Off target with the three. Here's Shamet. Shoots it from the corner, and it's good for two. So it's Utah now. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. And so it's the New York Knicks, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Knicks, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Towns in at the 4. 6 to shoot. Here's Love. Here's Collier. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. And for New York, they're shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
And for Utah, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to George. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 21.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Here's Alvarado. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Good on the bucket.
See, I like when Kevin Love goes to his high percentage game on the interior. He has the size, he has the touch.
Love's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Clarkson for 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. George for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson with it. Shoots over Collier. And too long on the shot.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it. Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. And first and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
For Utah, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. George, and he banks in the layup. George has got 23.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. like the Jazz making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. Brunson is checked in for New York. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Beyond the arc. New York again can't hit.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. The Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. From outside the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Collier. Lays it up and banks it in. Collier's got 4 points this quarter.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
New York leading by 21. Left side Brunson. Towns outside. 20 feet out. It's hauled in by Collier. The Jazz have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Conchar, he's checked in for Utah. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. Bailey, the pass to Conchar. Here's Collier. Three-pointer. Alvarado with a rebound. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
George scanning the floor. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. George has got 26.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Alvarado outside. New York working the ball around now. Here's Clarkson. Utah with the rebound. And here's George. And George with the jam.
This is why you select Keyonte George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
And New York has possession. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Alvarado. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
and it's Utah with the ball. George outside, pass to Bailey. Conchar outside, fires the three. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York leading by 18. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Alvarado. Bridges outside. Here's Anunoby, and a two-handed jam!
OG Anunoby is not afraid to put the ball on the floor and attack off the drive. That's nice work.
Here's George. Pass to Bailey. Williams in the post. Anunoby covering, and Williams with the basket on the assist by Bailey.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
And New York has possession. It's an 18-point game. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Bailey. This one for three. And Anunoby pulls it down.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
18 feet out. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 6 rebounds in the game. George against Brunson. George's shot is good. George has got 32 points.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Knicks leading by 18. Bridges outside. Pass to Hart. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Yeah, Josh Hart a threat from the mid-range. The defense, you don't want to let him get comfortable. That's his spot.
And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Jazz trail by 20. Right side, Williams. Now George. And here's Bailey for three. Hits a three-pointer. Bailey's got 23.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
Bridges outside. Shoots over Bailey. And the basket by Bridges. 20 points for Mikal Bridges.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Here's Bailey. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Filipowski to the paint. Here's Conchar.
Well, Hart practically inside this guy's jersey. That's how good that contest was.
Releases from 15, and he hits the jumper. Hart's got 9 points now in the second half.
You put a difficult first half behind you, and you get busy in the second half. You love that mental toughness.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. One of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's George, off the inbound, and George with the jam.
Yes, sir, George with the flush.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They have a 19-point lead. Rebounded by the Jazz. Konchar's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Filipowski, over Hart. Connects! And a great pass to hit him in stride.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Now Bridges. Hart floats one up. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, what a run here offensively by Josh Hart. This guy just keeping the pressure on with his ability to put the ball in the basket.
Jazz trail by 19. Here's Bailey. George outside. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Now here's Filipowski. Defense is right there. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
This is exactly what you need from Karl Anthony Towns on the defensive end.
Bridges misses. The Jazz shooting a terrific 56% so far in the 4th quarter. He got it.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
New York leading by 17. Shot's no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
The Knicks shooting 56% today. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. And for Utah, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. 15-point game. Here's Towns. Unloads from 13 feet. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Utah with the ball. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Towns. The bucket is good!
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.29 seconds left in the final quarter. Now Love. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple. And the Knicks lead by 19. road, New York takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.